Well, hello there, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on all of those time zones. My name is Eggs Benny, and we are 20 sides of player. We are 20 sides of player, apparently. We are 20 sides of failure, playing Curse of Strahd. I am holding it together by a thread, and in fairness, that is probably very similar for our players, which we shall be meeting in a second. We have our elven sorcerer in a tower. The source of Say's affection we have our human artificer. Talking about the person that's got a lot going on right now, we have our elven cleric. And the one person very aware of how much the shoes have changed is her sister? Question mark? And the person probably most recovering from last week is our Firbolg Druid. Ooh, that is... I was going to say beautiful. I don't know why. Let's figure that out together.
Brony.
Can we hear him now? You should be able to speak to people. Yes, okay. For some reason OBS wasn't picking you up, but that's fine. We're going to do a very quick introduction going round the circle, starting with our smart paladin.
Hello, hello. I'm Naren, and I'll be doing the very whiplashed Aurora Rose.
Going on next to the Elf Cleric. The sister of the Paladin.
Right? Oh, are you good, buddy?
We're all gonna die.
Apparently not. Moving on to the human artificer.
Hello there, I'm Dusky. I'm playing Jack, Lieutenant Mechanical Man King, and yeah, get this go.
And then our Firbolg Druid.
Howdy! It's your friendly neighborhood Ness, and everyone has emotional damage. Moving on.
Especially our elven sorcerer.
Hi everyone, my name is Mythical, and I'm the Shadow Sorceress Sayasambra, and yep, I'm broken, but I'm living for it. Woohoo!
And then walking up that hill, we have our Changeling Rogue.
Once around, even before that, Azazel again. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Very much so. Okay.
Because your boyfriend's a bitch. Sorry.
So, last week, our Firbolg Druid, Sander, performed one of the hardest spells to accomplish in D&D, the reincarnation spell. Cast on the dead body of Austra Rose, the body was reinvigorated, life was put back into it, a soul was found from whatever afterlife it was in and brought back. But Austra wasn't the same. She was no longer an Ismar. She has changed body, she's changed appearance, she has changed quite a bit. And it's something that the party is going to have to get used to. Azazel came charging into the glade in Kresk to see what had happened to Austra's body, not expecting to see her, one, alive, and two, looking very different. Azazel walked off to do whatever it is he was planning on doing, and the party decided to head back to the tower, back to the wizard's tower that had been protecting them from the hag for this long. You all wake up in the tower, all stiff, creaking, not entirely sure of what's going on. But you'd spent a long night sleeping on the floor, in your respective bedrolls, thinking about what had happened the day before, and what was going to happen going forward. Amira, as an early riser, starts to unload things from her backpack and handing them to Austra, quite clinically, just being like, you're gonna need this and you're gonna need this, ends up handing off like the majority of her equipment before very delicately handing over the fire-breathing equipment that she had kept. As the party begins to wake themselves up in the morning, Amira looks to you all and says, I think it's best if I leave you just for now. I've got to sort out this hag business, and I think it's just slowing you all down. I'm going to head back to Mad Mather, see if she can help me. But I wish you all the best of luck. And when you do storm that castle, I'm going to be there ready and waiting.
I would say that definitely wakes Sonder up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would say he was probably one of the last to actually get up. His hair's a little bit of a mess. It's kind of matted in the back from just tossing and turning all night. And he blanches pretty hard at that. And his ears kind of droop. And he immediately goes over to Amira and puts his hands on her shoulders and just very softly, are you sure?
I'm gonna be fine. You're gonna do better if you're not worrying about me. You need to focus on Irina.
Just a quick question. Is everyone awake for this, or are some people sleeping?
I'll say that Amira has specifically waited so that everyone is awake. But she's trying to make this as a painless, as a thing as possible.
Alright, in that case, Saya is going to look at Amir and just go, I hope that you're able to get everything sorted out, and I'm sorry that we got off on such a wrong step earlier. You're really terrific, and I hope you know that.
With a smile, she'll put her hand on your shoulder, say, and give it a bit of a squeeze. Water under the bridge. Just stay alive, yeah?
I will. You too.
She rechecks through her bag just to make sure that she's handed off everything that she wanted to hand off, should I say. And her eyebrows raise as she realizes she's got stuff in her pocket. Jack, she walks over to you with a hand clasped around something and presses something into your palm.
Really don't need to. You know this, right?
I know. But you need to focus on this more than you need to focus on me. And you're going to need this more than I will.
Just know if Madam Ava can't help you, you come back. I'm more than happy to assist. Take care of your hack problems.
If she can, then I'll come find you. And you have ways of messaging me.
Be careful, will you?
Mm-hmm. She also leaves you with the thing in your hand as she turns away from you and goes, always am. And she turns back to Sonder and she gives you 10 wolf pelts, Sonder, to add to your inventory.
Got you. God damn. Okay. Sonder will just very solemnly, put them into his backpack.
As you're doing that,
And
she will pipe up and say, you're going to put them to better use than the Vistalis.
if nothing else, they'll make quite a lovely blanket.
This isn't goodbye. We're going to see each other again.
Sonder gets on his knees so that they're at a more even height. And he pulls Amira into a bone-crushing hug.
Mm.
And just, has his hand, on the back of her head, just tucked into his chest as tightly as possible.
She definitely hugs back just as hard. Wrapping arms, wherever she can, one around the back of the head, one around the shoulders, just pulling you into her, nestling into whatever crook she can find. You've got ways of contacting me. We'll see each other again.
I just worry. I know you'll be fine, and I know that you can handle yourself, and that you don't really need help, but I worry a lot. Please take care of yourself.
I promise.
He definitely pulls back a little bit. And kind of keeps her at a bit of arm's length. And yeah, he kind of cups her cheek and tilts her head down, and he presses a kiss to her forehead.
She accepts it. Sits there as she just kind of accepts the affection from you. Eyes are a little teary when you pull away. But she nods resolutely. Sooner I leave, sooner I'm there. And then the sooner I'm back.
I have no right to ask this of you. You can say no. But is there... He looks a little bit sheepish and a little shy. Is there anything that you're willing to part with, that will remind me of you?
She actually brings, like, her hand up to her chin to do, like, that almost stereotypical, like, thinking pose. She wasn't expecting you to say what you just said. So now she's having to genuinely think about what to give you. After a moment of thought, that can't be more than 10 or 20 seconds, but for you it feels like a dragged out minute or two. She takes the hair tie out of her hair. So now her dyed ginger hair falls freely down her shoulders. You're the only one I trust with it. And the only one who's ever done my hair. And she hands out the hair tie to you.
He definitely... His hands are shaking a little bit, as he very carefully takes it from her, with a lot more gentleness than is really needed for a hair tie. But he immediately puts it on his left wrist next to the bracelet that he and Irina share.
It's
And he...
navy blue and silver striped, like different interwoven fabrics, like crisscrossing against each other to create this band that Amira has been using to essentially tie up her hair.
He gives a wobbly smile. Thank you. I'll treasure it until we can meet again. It's a promise. You better stay safe.
There's definitely a moment where you can see the bottom lip wobble, the eyes are still getting teary. But she looks you dead in the eye, Sonda, and says, I promise I'll be back. And you can tell she means it.
He just gives her a small smile and just very gently pats her cheek. Well, I'm not gonna keep you any longer. You should go see your grandma. And tell her I said hi, and I hope she's doing well.
I'll tell Ome that you all give you your thanks, and you say hello. And she takes your hand and gives it a squeeze.
Gives her a squeeze back and a trying to have the same determined look on his face as she has, just gives her a good nod.
She then goes around everyone else that she hasn't already said goodbye to, going to Aurora, Austra, Jack, Esmeralda, and giving them all variations of a hug or a hand squeeze, depending on how well she knows them. But, going around the circle, she finally reaches that front door of the tower. With a little bit of a hesitation, she stops at the door. You can see her thinking about potentially next moves, potentially what she's going to say next, that final greeting, or that final farewell. But proudly, firmly, she looks you all in the eye, and with a smile says, "I love you guys. Now please, stay safe enough that you win."
Sonder definitely chokes back up at that. Like, he's trying so hard to keep, like, a neutral face. It's not fucking working. His lip is wobbling, and he kind of, like, turns his head and, like, very, very roughly rubs at his eyes and turns back around and just, "I love you too. So much. So much."
With a stiff upper lip and a nod, Amira leaves the tower. Anyone that wants to can watch her leave down the path and over the bridge away from the tower. And she takes that left-hand fork heading towards Valaki and heading towards the Vistani camp where Madame Ava has resided.
Sonder would definitely watch her go until she's just a blip in the distance. And
Oh, go on.
oh, I was just gonna say, as soon as she's out of sight, he comes back into the tower with just trying to keep a brave face, but he looks exhausted.
Yeah, Saya's just gonna look at him and go, "Someone once said it's okay to cry."
You can't use my own words back at me. That's not how that works.
I learned from the best. And she just kind of a hug, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. We'll say it into a hug. "I'm gonna be okay. I'm just very worried. And I can't exactly keep tabs on her very well when she's not with us, so I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just need some tea. I'll be fine."
She nods and kind of escorts him over to find some tea.
There isn't any tea immediately on site, but you can definitely... Esmeralda just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and begins to lead you away, like, to her caravan. And from the interior, where she has like a portable kitchen and portable stove, she begins to brew you a pot of tea.
He's definitely he's following Esmeralda kind of like a lost puppy. With his head is kind of down at his feet, trying to like piece together himself into looking a little bit more put together. And he's just very softly like, "Thank you very much. I have some extra herbs for in exchange for the tea, if you would like that."
Sonder, you do not need to pay me for tea.
Thank you. I will, if you ever need a hug, let me know.
And she smiles at that. This goes, "Well, from the looks of it, your hugs are in high demand. I'll definitely have to take you up on that offer."
Well, there's plenty of me to go around. My arms are very large, so I can hug multiple people at once. Although I don't think I can pick anybody up. I think that might be a bit of a stretch, but I do give rather good hugs, as I've been told.
Sonder, as you're waiting outside, you do see someone walking up the hill and over the bridge towards you. And it's not necessarily a friendly sight.
Oh boy. Who is it?
How would you describe yourself, Azazel?
Uh-oh.
My thoughts exactly.
Walking kind of up over the hill, you can see him scanning the horizon. Is that other individual still with me, or did we part ways?
You parted ways.
Okay, that's what I figured, but I wanted to double check. But yeah, you could see him. He's still the tattered, kind of just battered and tattered, essentially. Still soaking wet, bit mud. You can see he's been trekking quickly, as there's just mud tracked up, kind of higher up, like all towards his knees and hips. Look around, he kind of sees you. That same, like, I mean, at this distance, you can't really tell, but you can still see the red on his face, the skin kind of pale. But it almost looks like he's not looking for you, he's looking for someone else, but he starts tracking towards you.
Yeah, as soon as Sonder catches Azazel's eye, he immediately taps Esmeralda and is like, "I'm going to stay out here, but tell the others that Azazel is coming to the tower. I don't think he intends to hurt anybody, but I'm going to make sure that he's okay."
Let me know when I reach the tower, Liam.
I mean, in fairness, it's a leisurely walk for you. It's not a super long journey. You're probably there within 30 seconds.
When he speaks to you, I'm not going to actively do it, just so Jack can hear, but the voice is a bit different. It's not raspy, but it's almost like a whisper. It's quiet. His mouth's moving the same. He seems to be like almost like he lost his voice, and you have to actively kind of listen to it and kind of stop, kind of seeing your stature. And he goes, "I want Saya and Austra out here now."
Well, It's very nice to see you too. I'm glad you're doing well. Ish. Are you hurt? Do you need water?
Beyond. We will talk about that later. Right now, I need them. It's no disrespect to you.
He gives Azazel a very obvious, like, up and down with his eyes. Like, he's like, Jesus Christ, man, you look like shit. Does he look like he's injured at all?
It's very hard to tell. The tattooed kind of blood coming from the eyes and them being blacked out. You could see he's breathing. He's taking deep breaths in. He's been traveling. You can see he's kind of probably been moving at a decent pace. And his hands are a bit shaky, but you don't see any like active wounds.
He definitely gives Azazel a concerned look. And he kind of just gives him his cup of tea. Like, he absolutely reaches for Azazel's hands, makes sure that he cups it around the cup so he can feel the warmth, and, like, keeps his hands there for a little bit and just take a deep breath. Nobody's going anywhere.
His
You need to
hands
warm
are
up.
very cold. And as best as he can in the kind of the whisper, it's like a whispered shout, if you will. He'll yell, "Saya, Alstra, come out."
You're very stubborn. I hope you know that.
They deserve this.
I'll be back.
They deserve
Just
what's coming to them.
stay here, please. Just try to get warmed up if you can. I'll see if there's an extra... I do have wolf pelts. Just to help dry you off, if anything. But I'll be right back. Just stay here, please.
Did they hear me, DM?
Because you were specific and, like, you spoke as loudly as you could. It just comes out quite raspy, but yeah, they can hear you. Because Esmeralda's caravan is literally 15 feet away from the door. So they can hear you.
Saya stands there and she puts her hood on. And just kind of turns and looks at everyone. And then she goes over to Aurora. You have to promise me something.
What would you like me to promise?
If anything bad happens today, you'll protect yourself. No matter what. He's not a good guy, and you know this.
We'll see how things play out.
Aurora, before I didn't care if you liked him or not, but clearly whoever's out there, that's not Azazel. And you can do so much better. Think about it.
I'll think about it, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to make that promise.
She turns away, and as she does, she goes, "Of course not. That's asking too much, isn't it?" And then she goes to step outside.
Wait.
Oh.
She stops to look at Astra.
You're gonna have to help me put on his armor first. I'm not going out there without some kind of protection.
She nods and will help her.
Because it's the two of you, it takes half the time. So, Azazel, while you are waiting outside for 5 minutes, after that, the two girls come out.
Yep. I'm going to immediately throw a soul knife at them. I'm going to intentionally miss and try and throw it basically right past their heads and stick it into the tower and have it just immediately dissipate.
Okay.
The two people I've been looking for. Yes, continue.
I was just gonna say, could Jack also just come to the outside to be there?
Right, I like Aurora followed too.
So from the looks of it, everyone is coming to, at the very least, the doorway of the tower. Because the way the tower works, Azazel, the dagger would reach the 5-foot perimeter around the tower, and then it would dissipate.
It's fine, just as long as it kind of like blows a bit of hair to the side as it kind of flies back, like just kind of a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
I want you. We have unfinished business from the last time we met, and I was ready to finish it.
Oh, is this your doing? Or did Strahd send you out here?
See Strahd soon enough.
You know, you might have been able to fool everyone else, but not me.
Not you. I would like to make it very clear that this was between technically me and you, but Alstra, you... I don't blame you for wanting in on a piece of this. After all, I did leave you behind. Didn't think twice. Actually, didn't think at all.
She doesn't say anything to him. She just has pure hatred in her eyes, just looking at him. And he can, like, he's seen her fight, and so he knows that if he takes even a step, she will swing for him.
I would appreciate, and it's getting that kind of quiet. He's trying to bolster it, but it's not. It's just like something's inside of him that restricting the voice. I would appreciate if nobody else got involved. I feel like this is only fair. Looking at you, he looks to Aurora, Jack, Sonder, and
Esmeralda.
Yep.
Just repositioning everyone on the map right now in terms of where you would be in relation to each other. Actually,
Sonder-
would be that.
Yeah, because I'm still over here with them.
With all due respect, Azazel,
There's no respect here.
why do you say that?
This has been fun, to say the least. But as you know, I take what is advantageous to me, and this is it. So, Jack, Captain, oh Captain, my Captain, stay where you belong.
do you want with Aurora? Not Aurora. Alstra and Sega.
They deserve to have their wish upon me. I've been holding back. No longer. They need to be taught that this world is me, and that I am the right hand to deliver it.
I would say that's definitely when Sonder would step closer to Azazel.
Yeah, if you're going to take a step towards him, seeing the look in Alistair's face, he's going to go ahead, and I can't move my token, apparently. I will move him to this point right here.
I don't know why, because it's on free movement, but fair enough, I will move you.
The game is
no,
paused.
That's
Yes.
weird.
Oh, you have to hit the spin. Yeah, there we go. Now I can move. Does that activate Alistair's attack of held action? Prompting it, at least. Attempting.
Yeah, I said if he took a step closer, she'd swing for him. So I guess I'm gonna.
End it. Oh, nice.
22.
I will. I'm gonna hold my uncanny dodge.
Okay. Al should do damage with the 22.
Not a lot, but it's something.
Are you just going to hit me with that? Nothing else?
Well, that's an action. So
Okay. DM, did you hit apply?
Yeah.
Twice? Okay, it automatically took it, and then we applied it twice.
That's fair
It's
enough.
fine. I got it.
Really, bonus action for Saya. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on her.
Nice. Say that you go off of that.
Well, I think that has
Yeah.
triggered initiative. So I'm going to create a scene. Anyone that wishes to join the combat can do.
Damn it.
Where is that? You know what? I'll just do this.
Oh, bad rolling for that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to free draw a circle on the map. How wide is the tower? It's not actually that wide. Okay, this is the front of the tower. Jack, you are stood right in the doorframe. Aurora, you're looking out at a diagonal. Because the doorway is only 5 feet wide.
King would be outside of the tower.
King is outside. That's completely fair. So King is outside the tower.
Because King can't go inside the tower.
No, actually, yes, because of the rules of the tower, King would at the very least have to be here. For him to be functional.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, we begin combat. I'm going to change the music, and it is Austra to go first.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yo, buddy.
I cast Banishment on him.
Oh.
Okay. The spell fizzles and there is no effect.
What?
You're within 5 feet of the
Then
Of
none of my
the tower.
spells should have worked anyway then.
You
And
didn't?
nobody told her about the bloody tower.
Nope. And you technically didn't do us? Oh, yeah, so technically, yeah. In that case, then I'll be fair and say that the Shield of Faith doesn't work.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
can
'cause
give
you-
yourself back the 4th level spell slot. But you do lose the one that you used to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. That's fair. Because, yeah, she would cast it and expect to see glowing around Saya. Doesn't see the glowing around Saya.
You feel the magic used, but something sap it up.
Yeah, nobody's spoken about the magic of the tower, have they?
No.
Oops, our bad.
Did not seem pertinent information at the time.
Why isn't my magic working?
Sucks to suck.
Answer you on our turn. Sorry.
Nope, that's absolutely fine. So, because she doesn't think that she can do any magic at the minute. I'm gonna hit you again with the longsword.
Oh,
Oof.
almost a 20. Ah. Hey, why did I roll that?
I
love
rolled
that
that.
for
You're
you.
fine. Carry.
Okay. I was like, why? I also need to change my token name, but that's fine. Why did I roll that?
I rolled that. You're fine.
Oh, you rolled that for that. Okay, it just was Asmi. Fair enough. Is that? Yep. Okay, that's not my turn yet.
So, is that everything, Amstra?
All my bonus action stuff is for freaking spells, and my spells aren't working at the minute. And also, while I'm here, I'm between him and my sister, so yeah, I'm staying here. There's nothing I can do as a bonus action, is there? So, can't attack again.
Very true. Alright then, is that the end of your turn?
Oh yeah, shit, I have to click it, don't I?
That's why I'm like, oh, it's not my turn yet.
Azazel,
Okay, yeah,
it's your turn.
I'm going to target Saya.
Mm-hmm.
Azazel is incapacitated. How am I? What?
Because the banishment is still gone through. I tried to take it away and it didn't.
Okay, hang on. I should be able to do this, do that, do that. No, that's.
Need an effect on the DA.
Yeah, that's what I was about to go do. Where's the DA? Uno momento. There we go. Banishment, delete that, and that's the only one I have to worry about. There we go. Okay. Now I will attempt to attack.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
So yeah, that's gonna hit.
So this would be 9 for the knife, and then for sneak attack,
Jesus Christ.
it's gonna be 39 points of sneak attack damage. Is essentially you're like cutting away at him, and he's just taking it, allowing you to just rip into his flesh. He just looks to you. He looks dead at you, Alstra. Goes to stab for you, and you go to block, and he just twists and turns it and goes right into your stomach. Saya? Oh, how am I getting sneak attack? You're right. I don't get sneak attack because I have no ally. Oh, are you an ally, Jack? Or Aurora?
You. No.
Aurora, are you an ally? I should ask that because therefore I would retract that. If you're not, then
I mean, Aurora has essentially been on his side for the majority of this, so.
I need to know right now, are you on my side right now, me trying to kill Saya? You can say no.
That's fair. I mean, she supports Azazel. Doesn't support what he's doing, but she supports Azazel.
Yeah, what's your role? I need an ally within 5 feet. Does Aurora count? If not, I retract the sneak attack. DM thinking?
I mean, technically at this point, yeah, Aurora is still an ally. But now, Aurora, you clearly see him shank Saya in the ribs and use your proximity to his advantage. Whether you consider yourself an ally now is up to you. But you see him use you to get a very brutal strike on Saya.
And there's going to be like a smile, and like it starts off genuine and then just morphs into something that's just immediately cruel. And I'm not going to use my bonus action. I'm going to remain there at the end of my turn.
Jack, what do you do?
I'm gonna move first. 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action. I'm giving King the command to grapple Azazel. My action, I'm going to aid King.
Okay.
Valid.
And free speech, I'm just going to tell everyone to stand the fuck down.
Can I use my reaction to free speech?
Sure.
Stand down. No. Kill me now.
Okay.
We'll be using a flash. Oh, well.
Oh!
I started with that, so I'm
Nice.
still using a flash of genius on.
Very nice.
So that becomes
so
31.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if I can succeed.
Athletics or acrobatics.
I can't pass it even if I get a natural 20.
Fair enough. In that case, then Azazel is grappled.
I lied. I can't because of psychic energy. My bad. I will. I have to get a 20.
Mm.
Yeah. Nope. I failed.
Okay, Azazel is grappled.
So, as a person, I love you. In this precise moment, eat shit.
Yeah. Absolutely. I will. Do it. Do it.
Sonda.
Yeah, no. This sucks. This sucks so fucking hard.
Big brain.
Yeah, not right now, actually. A very scared brain, actually. Literally as Azazel goes and stabs Saya, it's just a visceral, like, how do I describe this? It's almost a animalistic cry that like leaves his chest, and it's just, get the fuck away from her! Mm-hmm. And immediately wild shape. And question is, what are we going to do?
Okay, so
I can do so many.
Sonda, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes.
And you need to answer me honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that you hate Azazel in this moment?
Hate is a very strong word.
Yeah, which is why I'm asking.
So as a blade and say his gut.
I wouldn't say he hates Azazel yet. It's along the cusp, because they were friends, cared about him a lot, and he's attacking people that he loves. He's scared and angry and hurt, but he doesn't hate him yet.
Okay, good to know.
It's very close, though. It is very close, I will say. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Eagle.
Okay. So we.
Tis the day for the eagle.
We go into the polymorpher, and we make you an eagle. And it's a giant eagle specifically.
Yes. Very, very large.
You see this large man?
He's even larger.
He becomes huge. When it loads. But what are you planning on doing as a giant eagle?
I want to grab onto Azazel as well.
Okay, so he's already being grappled by King. So the best that you can do is give your action to aid. So if Azazel tries to break out of the grapple, you're there ready to give advantage to King.
Because my line of thinking is if Azazel does break the grapple, Sonder wants to catch him and bring him up into the air. So he can't go anywhere unless he wants to fall that height and take damage. So go in air jail, basically.
In that case, then what we can do is, if you put yourself next to Azazel, we'll say that you have gripped him, and you are holding your action to just go up. Because he's technically already grappled, so you don't need to roll to grapple him, but you are ready to hoist should the need be. But Azazel is allowed to make an acrobatics check to try and slip out of your claws as part of that reaction.
That is perfectly fine. He is going to get a very angry screech in the face, though. Full volume. I hope it hurts your ears.
Thanks. Getting used to the sensitivity.
Beautiful. Okay, anything else on your turn, Sanda?
Nope, that is me.
Okay. Aurora, would you like to do anything?
She will kind of force her way out of the doorway.
Okay, so bearing in mind the doorway is where Sayer is, it's only a 5'4", like 5 foot by 5 foot square. So you can go to there, just bearing in mind that takes 15 feet.
Yeah. Did not mean to ping that. Yeah, she's... I want to move, like, down into this square, like, right here. Sonder partially is. You're good.
I got a big ass.
Technically, you can't end your turn there, just because the way the combat positioning works. So you can move there, but you have to then move out, because Sonder is taking up that space.
Yeah, so... in that case, she'll just stay where she is. But there is very plain, unabashed concern in her eyes. For now, she's respecting the request to stay out of it beyond movement. But she very, very badly wants to do something.
Say it.
Well, she is probably like making horrible noises as she's just been stabbed in the gut. Wouldn't be surprised if she's coughed up blood from it. Since Azazel is grappled, is there any way that's an attack of opportunity if she moves, because she's right near him?
Yes. Because all the grappled means is that he can't move.
So there would be an attack of opportunity on his side.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I mean, you can disengage and then move.
I can, yeah.
Does take up your entire action, though. So unless you have, like, a bonus action spell,
I'm just drawing for the sake of blocking for the map. Here is Esmeralda's caravan.
No, but I hate where I am, though.
Why? It's perfect for fireball.
I'm not doing that again. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, things might have changed this time.
And I can't do any spells because I'm in 5 feet of the tower, so.
you can if you move.
And if
Take
I
the
move,
attack
I
of
get
opportunity. I dare you.
You know what, just to spite you, I'm gonna disengage.
Okay. That's how you want to use your action?
Go away. Go away. You're scaring me. I don't want to be anywhere near you right now. 5, 10, 15, 20.
That's still 15 there.
Ah. Alright, I'm gonna stay right here, out of harm's way.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Actually. No.
What you got, Astra? Bring it.
Sorry, currently looking at character sheet stuff and realizing I have nothing down from like my channel divinities anywhere. So I will have to deal with that in a minute.
Well, for you to stop time, see if you can add that yourself. I am going to roll.
And it's not.
So I'm going to roll an insight check for Esmeralda. And I'm going to leave it to you, Azazel, what you roll as the opposed. But she's essentially trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So it could be performance, could be persuasion, could be deception. It's up to you.
That's...
But she's spending her turn rolling insight. And admittedly, she rolled a 4. So you're probably okay.
I'm trying to find... I think it would be... right now, I think it's this one.
Okay. Yeah, she can't figure you out. And in that case, she's not going to do anything. So it is Alstra's turn. So for your channel divinities, normally it would be turn / destroy undead at this level. And then for Twilight...
It's like an aura thing, which is I can like heal people, and I'm trying to figure out if that's a way that I can heal Saya. Because
it gives Saya temporary hit points. It doesn't heal her. It just gives her temporary hit points on top.
Can I also give a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Ray, if you're having an issue with the magic there, you just cross over to my south and you don't have that issue anymore. And you don't take attacks of opportunity.
It also puts Aurora like right there.
That part does, but you don't. You can still cast spells from that location.
I'm aware, but also nobody has told me on their turn to move.
Also valid.
So thanks, guys.
I tried. All right.
Just
DM, I sent you a message.
Well, think of it this way. When you Astra walked into the tower last night, you felt your power sapped, and you feel your power still sapped. You don't need to private message me about that. Say that's just something that happens.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's just an ability you have. You don't need to pre-warn me.
Okay.
I appreciate it, though. But yeah, so I would say flavor-wise, Alstra. Like, when you walked within proximity of this tower, you felt your magic be dampened, and it still is. It hasn't come back to you.
okay.
And then when you tried to cast Spell Sayer, it didn't work.
That's fair. I'm just also trying to figure out what's also because girl's been through a lot. Naturally, she was like very tired yesterday, coming back from the dead, or do a thing with somebody. But also she didn't have her she didn't have her holy symbol, so she didn't have access to her magic yesterday.
Mm.
And I know that like she now has one, which thanks. But she doesn't know if this is a side effect still. So she's tried her magic, and now it's being like, okay, do I not have magic anymore? Because she's tried it and it hasn't worked, and she's already asked people and nobody said anything. So I'm trying to play this fairly. And like you said, like, I understand if it's sort of thing of like, do you know what, she felt her magic, she went in and she felt it dampened more, then yeah, okay, I will then move. But if it's a thing of like, well, that could easily have been overlooked, then she won't. So
That point is up to you. This is a roleplay thing.
yeah.
Get advantage.
I mean, she's also not dumb, so
Full send.
I can't move through him, can I? I have to like move through Sonda to get to him, don't I?
Because he is technically a threat to you now.
Yep. Okie dokie. Do I feel now that I'm away from the tower the magic come back?
Yes, you do.
Awesome. Okay, so casting banishment.
Okay. That is a fail. That actually is incredibly interesting. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, yeah. Azazel's
I've been
done.
muted this whole fucking time. I've been trying to say I'm using a lucky point, and I've been muted this whole fucking time.
Yeah, you are. Okay, go on.
I'm so sorry. I've been like talking and talking. I'm like, why is no one responding? And then I realized, no, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Azazel, you're gone. And you're going to be gone for a minute.
Like, okay.
If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space of lesser in the newest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. Otherwise, the target doesn't return.
Azazel, you are not native to Ravenloft. So,
Okay. So that negates. Okay.
with that, there's a moment of calm. There's a moment of being unsure of what's happening.
I will say, as soon as like Alstra casts it and sees that he does disappear, she is going to be like, "It's only going to work for a minute. Somebody better have a plan."
Got an idea. I don't know if he has any other weapons on him, but if we all get into the tower, that should suffice primarily. But if he has any other weapons on him, still got to that.
Oh.
Right now, the two people we need to protect, being you as well as Saya, should be in the tower.
Okay. So tower's the best place for us.
Ideally, that would stop him from being able to summon his knives. Yes.
Okay, well then let's go.
I think
Before
Saya would just drop to her knees.
Yeah. I would say, fuck, how do I fucking, oh god. Trying to figure out how to, there we go. Out of wild shape. Because if we're going to the into the tower anyways, Sonder would immediately rush over to Saya and Goodberry.
Okay.
Before that, like, she would just look up at him and go, Sonder.
I got you. You're okay. It's okay. Just eat all of them, please.
I'm gonna kill him. But she would eat them for him. How many are you giving her?
How high can I cast this?
You can technically upcast it to keep creating berries. So a level 1 spell gives you 10 berries. Oh, actually, no. You can't upcast it. Just checking. So every spell slot you use to create good berries creates 10 berries.
Okay, so I can use like a 3rd level spell slot and it would give 30 berries?
No. Like, you use a 3rd level spell slot and it gives you 10 berries. There isn't an upcast feature.
Sag. Okay. Then you have 10 berries.
Yep, she's gonna eat them all right now.
I mean, hey, it's a new day, so you can use a 1st level spell slot to make 10 berries.
I need everyone inside this tower as soon as you guys are ready. Sooner the better. Aurora, I'd like you to stay on the outside if you don't mind.
My pleasure. I intended to do so anyway.
Appreciate it.
As soon as Jack says, like, everybody get in the tower, Alstra would go back into the tower. Which
I didn't mean to send that. That was my mistake. I was putting in my HP. Sorry.
No, that's fair enough. Okay, so...
Which would mean he would reappear in the space he left.
Yes.
The spell is ended before the actual end of the spell.
Because you decided not to wait until the end of the minute. Azazel is back.
Well, I thought he was coming back anyway, so the goal was.
No, if
GM, I
you...
can't move.
I don't know that he's a changeling.
Oh, it's because technically combat is not finished, so if I do that... Well, it was more the thing of, you, as Alstra, would know that he's not native to Barovia. You would know that he was like you, he came here. Because you were told as much.
So close.
They can't move. It is not their turn.
Yeah, but you know,
should be able to
what
do
is
that.
gonna happen? Do you know, it's probably the thing of, like, as soon as she gets into that tower, she's like, oh, fuck!
Okay. So...
Because
Yeah.
it's completely, like, just... it's just completely forgotten her mind. And it's just like, she walks through, she's like, shit!
Okay, yeah, you're no longer concentrating on banishment. Azazel, you pop back into Barovia. You had about 30 seconds of looking at the rolling hills of your homeland, and you catch a sight of your parents' home, and then you are sucked back into Barovia.
Ah! Is it my turn,
Emotional
then?
damage.
Yes. Okay. I need my token back. Is it my turn or no?
Yes, let me make you... Well, I've ended combat, technically.
Oh, that's fair. I hopefully won't need to restart combat with what I'm about to say.
I'm just shoving everyone else, other than King, inside the tower, because that's what you said you were going to do.
Oh, Jack was having himself as well as Aurora stay on the outside.
Oh,
Yes.
fair enough.
Aurora would be like right here.
Okay. And throughout this entire thing, Esmeralda is just watching from her carriage.
She's like, who the fuck? What the fuck? What is happening?
Well, no, if anything, she's putting like a full psychoanalyst on this and being like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Why are you trying to kill yourself? What is wrong with you?
Oh,
Well, she doesn't even realize he's trying to kill himself. She's there like, what is going on?
If I may, if we're out of, like, semi-out of combat.
Well, technically, yeah, you pop back in to see Jack, King, and Aurora next to you.
He's gonna immediately fall to his knees. His just eyes wide open of just everything he just saw for a moment, and then his eyes are going to raise up. Can he see Saya from that angle of the doorway?
I'd say so.
Okay. So he just look up to you and he goes, I need you to kill me right fucking now.
Was that to Saya?
Yes.
To kill him?
Yes. Hurry the fuck up. He'll actually stand up and walk back here. If people take opportunities of attack or try to grapple, but he's not like aggressive. He just puts his arms out like, fucking do what you did last time.
She...
Stop thinking.
Azazel, talk to us. What's going on?
Do it.
No.
Saya, this is between me and you. I need to do it now before I lose it again, but it has to be you.
No good can come from you dying like this.
He's just going to look at you, Saya. There's like pleading, like he said it needs to be you before he loses it again. What are you going to do? But it has to be you.
She starts spiraling. She's kind of looks at everyone and kind of looks down and goes, "Do you think killing yourself is gonna change everything?"
Stop being what you always are, of being a little piece of shit and you can never do anything right, and fucking do it!
Can we bring you back?
Okay, I'm switching it. I'm going to use my Whisper's ability, and I'm going to choose just Saya.
Can you please roll another?
Yeah,
check?
fucking shit. Fuck off. That's what I have to say is fuck off.
You have a monster hunter as part of the party, and she's trying to figure out
I
what's
know!
going on.
She needs to fuck off. I'm going to use Lucky. I don't need to!
You don't need to. She still is struggling to figure out what is going on.
Whispers to Saya. Only me and you can hear me. Do you want this to be a whisper?
Does that work where Saya is currently at?
I just need to see her.
Yeah, this is an innate ability. This is something that he gets as him. This isn't magical.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Class shit. Saya?
What do you think, Asher? Should we make it a whisper, or should we have everyone see?
This is up to you, because this is...
You know what? Yeah. Let's go to the whisper room.
Right? Yeah. Hey, I gave the option. I gave the option. DM, are you joining?
I have to for the stream, so I will be
Alright.
with you in a second.
I haven't had my time as in whisper room. Now you all can suffer on my account.
It's all going to pot.
Oh.
I got lonely. Where is...
Away to the whisper room we go.
So in your mind, in this whisper, it doesn't really change. Even that yell was like kind of a rasp of trying to force a voice through.
Mm-hmm.
Stop thinking. Burn me now before I hurt all of you. I will smite you down here and now. Bring your hatred and destroy what you know to be true. Now, or I will kill Aurora and Sonder and Jack. Now, if you wait another second, it will be done. I will do worse than what I did to you.
Don't you love Aurora?
If your next move isn't destroy me, you will find out. And there is such conviction in what he just said. So, choose what you do wisely. But you do not need to roll to know. He's going to attempt to do worse than he did to you in that one strike. If you do not destroy him right then and there.
Okay.
So, that's all I have. If this needs to be considered a whisper, we'll stay here. If not, DM, do we need to go back?
I mean, if there's a reply, then that can stay a whisper.
Oh, be careful with the reply.
She's going to ask.
Oh, no. Yes, what do you say? What do you ask? What do you do? I warned you.
Is he still outside the tower?
Yeah. I'm plenty away, far enough away that where you can fireball whatever you want and it will hurt no one. You just have to leave the tower yourself.
Okay, so you're leaving the tower.
Okay.
So she's not going to cast Fireball on him, not right away. Is going to do that one, though.
What one?
Oh, because I already spent it. Well, I accidentally spent it, so hold on, let me give that back to myself.
You talk about the 5th level?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, do we stay here, DM, or do we go back?
Now we go back, because people need to get the idea of reacting.
Okay.
Okay. So, for everyone else's purposes, you watch as Azazel
He
and
didn't
Saya.
want me to come back.
You watch as Azazel and Saya are like looking at each other intently for a good old while, and then Saya leaves the tower.
Not a good idea. No.
You and Saya?
Can I try to stop Saya?
No, literally, I was gonna be like,
Yeah, you
please
can,
no.
as she's walking past, you can try to grapple.
And if I may, can I throw a dagger at him? I'm not going to connect, but I want to throw a dagger like to stay away from Saya.
Okay, yeah, so what that will do is, Amira and Sonda need to roll separate athletics checks, because they are not Amira. It's proven how long it's been. Austra and Sonda need to make separate athletics checks because they are both individually trying to grab Saya. Saya, you need to roll either an athletics or an acrobatics. That's up to you.
My throw be basically the help action to Saya.
Yeah. We'll say that Saya, you get advantage on both of those rolls because you need to do it separately to the two of them. So at the moment, you need to beat 7 and a 21.
With advantage. Oh, I almost saw a 20. Ha!
Okay, so that's for the first one. And again.
Come on. Say it. Saya!
No. So Saya's movement stops
Sorry.
there as Sonda grabs a hold of them. You can give yourself the spell slot back because it doesn't happen.
Okay. Saya turns and looks at Sonder. And she's like silently crying, which is very rare for her, and she looks at Sonder and goes, "Can you trust me? Just trust me because I need to do this. Sonder, let me go."
Something isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't Azazel. Something is happening, and
You're
I
in
can't.
danger! Sonder, you're in danger! So is Jack! So is everyone! Please! Please! I can't!
There we go.
Everyone's in danger! I have to!
Sandra, let her go.
His eyes are just wide. I can't. I don't know if I'll be able to bring you back. And I'm going to try my hardest. Just don't die, please.
She looks and she wipes her face, but with her other hand, she kind of grabs Sonder and goes, I'm not afraid. I've already died once. I'm not afraid.
Yeah. You see a dagger appear in Azazel's hand, and he looks at you.
Sonder blinks and takes a very deep breath. He presses a kiss to Saya's forehead. I'm going to trust you. I am being selfish when I say you can't die. Do you hear me?
I do. I know. And she looks over at Azazel and just kind of puts up a hand for 1 second. And she walks over to Jack. Do you have an answer for me?
Right. Hold on. I do, but what... You... Please get back in the tower right now, Saya.
I can't.
Whatever's going on with Azazel, we can fix this.
I like you, Jack. I really understand it. But I want you to know that my eyes were always on you. And I learned watching Aurora with Azazel what that feeling is, and it's always been with you. And if this is the way I can protect you and everyone else, I'm taking the risk. Keep them protected, okay? And she'll turn and walk away. Put up her hand.
When you walk away, you see him throw that dagger into the dirt, and it dissipates.
Her hand is shaking as she's putting up her command to pull up Fireball. Like, actively shaking. And she calls it down.
Okay.
Target you.
I'm assuming you've walked further away from the tower. You just didn't do it on the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say that you come to here, so you're like in the middle of this field.
And I choose to fail.
Okay, roll damage.
I choose not to use evasion.
Mm-hmm. So you take 26 points of fire damage.
I will say, when you cast that, and 26, okay, what you realize is which one you did, because he's expected you to do the 5th level one. His eyes just roar up in fear as you see him, like he's like willing to take it, and all of a sudden the fire comes, and there is just a hellish scream come from him as he's just trying to figure out where to hide from the fire, and he's just not able to. He'll like kind of go down to the dirt and start like rolling and flopping around like he's just like a fish out of water. As soon as he kind of goes away, you see his body singed, and he kind of gets to his knees, and he looks up to you. The rest of you don't hear this, but he looks at you and goes, "Not good enough." Ken.
And she nods.
Is there anyone doing anything? Saya lights up this clearing with a fireball.
After the first fireball dissipates, Jack. He's gonna move in front of Azazel.
Okay.
In the fire?
Yeah.
Wait, please. Can I put out the fire, please?
Well, no, because it's a fireball, so the grass is on fire, but it's not doing any harm to anyone. It's just like scorched grass. It's essentially the equivalency of like a carpet bomb.
Mm-hmm.
It's not letting me edit my health as a DM or as a player. So I'm just gonna have my health on a sheet separate. That's okay.
Minus 26. Yeah, let
Why
me do
did
it.
Why? That's interesting. That's fine. Continue. Get out of my way, Jack.
Can't be right, Azazel.
Say, are you ready?
And she's like crumpling, and she looks at Jack and goes, I can't, not with Jack there.
I will then go ahead and roll an attack, aiming for over here, and I will teleport.
Mm-hmm. Roll for
Yep.
feetage.
I can go as far as I want. I'm gonna need to go within
realistically.
range of her casting ability, and I'm going to teleport away.
I mean, yeah, with spells like Scorching Ray, with Fireball, you can go very much off map.
Get away from fucking Jack.
Mm-hmm. So we'll say that you go to the complete other end of the bit.
Yep. And then I asked if you were ready. I'm praying to God you're ready to cast it because it just moved.
I'm ready to cast it.
Okay, say it. Jack has moved in front. Azazel has moved. It's now your turn.
I choose to fail.
So
You need to roll 2d8 necrotic, and then you're going to roll on a failed save. Wait, hold on. So those are the targets to
48.
It's
So
48.
it's 4d8, and then when the spell ends, you can use your action on each of your turns. Continue to do 48 damage. Oh, nice. Okay.
So Azazel, you take 17 necrotic damage.
Oh yeah, you can see this obvious pain coming from him. Veins begin to pop and bulge. You can see blood kind of busting out of the skin from this. But the fear that he saw from the fire, Sonder, you strangely related to that. Like what you saw in him of that just utter fear. He's in pain. You can see he's trying to remain standing, and there's actual tears coming from his eyes, and his eyes just keep scattering to all of you, but looks to you and say it's again.
Saya is screaming at the top of her lungs. Like she falls to her knees and is screaming from it.
Okay.
Come on.
So, before Saya attacks again, I have to put forward to everyone else. Is anyone doing anything?
I'm hugging Aurora, and it's to be like comforting, but also to make sure that she doesn't intervene.
Sonder is like on his knees on the floor, and he's just openly sobbing. He does not know what to do at all. He knows he can fix it eventually, but he has no fucking clue what to do right now.
Jack's doing something.
Jack, can I ask you to, if the DM's okay with it, can you roll an insight check for me?
I'm okay
DM's
with
cool
it.
with that.
Yeah.
Call buddy! Buddy!
That curse of Svay comes again.
Yeah, I
Flash
can't.
of
No, I was literally just a 10 that you fucking needed. Yeah, Flash of Genius the shit, bitch. I dare you. Fine. Continue. Fine. Ah!
But Jack is doing something.
Okay, Jack. What are you doing?
He's gonna throw a card. Non-lethal. At Saya.
Okay. Target to hit. Do damage.
Jesus Christ.
I give him lucky. He has to re-roll that.
Yeah,
I
but
said
then
before I saw the
attacks
number.
You.
No, I think
Attacks against other people.
I could have sworn lucky was also to other people. I thought crit. Isn't it?
Yeah, Lucky can do other people. You can force enemies
Yes,
to
it
reroll
can.
the dice.
Re-roll that shit.
You're really putting Saya through the ringer here. I hope you know that.
Second card.
Hold on.
You get 2 attacks. Fuck you.
Yep.
The first one didn't hit though.
It's only when the attack roll is made against you that you can force somebody to do it.
Is it?
If I'm reading the feat correctly, yeah, it says you
You
can also
check.
spend 1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you.
Okay then.
Goes to other people.
So in that case then, we'll take the 2 rolls as they are. So the 14 wouldn't hit, the 22 does.
Alrighty.
So we're still rolling 1 card. So it takes 18 damage.
And I will burn a kinetic. Is it kinetic jolt? Arcane jolt to do an extra 2d6 force damage.
Very nice, sir.
Okay, so say you need to take another 5 damage.
You still up?
Jesus.
In that case, she's down, and we'll do Strength of the Grave.
Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm loving this, by the way, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an ability check hack or a saving throw?
It's a con saving throw. That is a 24, which I believe succeeds. I need to reread. Can you put the ability in the chat?
I can.
Check. We're gonna have words.
5 plus the damage taken, so it needed to be 5 plus 25, so it had to be a 30, so you fail. And you are unconscious.
Ian, is it my turn then?
Uh,
God,
Technically,
one last
yeah.
shot at this. One last fucking shot at this. Okay, I'm going to throw a dagger, and I'm going to attempt to teleport to Aurora.
you need to roll the distance.
Oh, yes!
Yeah,
Same amount.
so you can get right up next to her.
Oh, wait.
Everybody just saw Saya fall. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, everyone saw
Fine.
Jack throw a card into Say's back and she fell.
It was non-lethal, correct?
It was not lethal,
Okay.
but there is still a card lodged into her back.
Okay, this is the only chance I got. I'm going to look to you, Alstra. Oh, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna take a dagger and I'm gonna hold it to the fucking Aurora's neck. And I'm gonna look at you and tell you you need to finish this.
Guess the question becomes, Alstra, do you let yourself be held in a grapple.
Alstrad? No, Aurora's
Aurora,
in
sorry, yeah.
and I'm trying to throw a dagger, to have a dagger to the throat, trying to get Alstrad to finish the job.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, so the dagger is into Aurora's throat. You're then essentially blackmailing Alstra.
I'm telling you, yes. I'm trying to instigate you into finishing what I was trying to get Saya to do. By threatening Aurora's life.
Yep. Okay. Forgive me, and she just throws Aurora into the tower, or at least tries to.
Well, that's the thing, you can't. Because with Azazel grappling Aurora, Aurora's movement is 0. So you either attack Azazel or you use your action to break the grapple.
Okay, well, already
killing me.
I was already holding Aurora, so technically I had already got her grappled.
You were giving her a hug. There's a difference between, like... And also, Azazel ripped her out of your arms to put a dagger to her throat.
Okay. Alright. I have to walk through him, so that's, what, 15?
Yeah. What are you doing, Astra?
I'm looking to see if... Oh, it is. Okay. Okay. Because you're holding my sister, which makes this a little bit harder, buddy.
I don't have much. I mean, you have a little bit you need to get through, but...
Yeah, no, first, what I'm gonna do is cast that.
I'm going to choose to fail DM. Wait, hold on, what is this? Hold on. Trigger muscle spends with the duration and creature affected in this way, speeds halves. That doesn't help. No, I'm not going to choose to... What does that give you advantage to attack?
No, it means that your advantage has... Your attacks have disadvantage.
Yeah, no, I can't...
With the muscle spasms, you're gonna let go of my sister.
Oh, well, then I'm not going to choose to fail this. I'm going to go ahead and roll that to succeed with a 21.
That's not how that spell works.
Is it not?
No. It would say it drops grapples or drops things if that was the intended effect of the spell. The creature affected in this way has its speed halved and rolls attacks with disadvantage. That's the only thing that it does.
Okay. In that case, then would.
Feel free. I was going to say, yeah, feel free to take the spell back if that's not something you want to do.
Yeah. Okay. The issue is he's there, so any spell I try to cast, it's going to be negated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, then I hold out my hand to Azazel. Let go of her, and I'll finish it.
Jack. Like, good luck with that. It's gonna basically give you a look if you can do it here.
I can't. The magic won't work.
What happened? Am I getting axed?
She tries to. As an axe goes whizzing through the gap between you and Aurora, as Esmeralda just throws an axe, and it hits into the side of the tower.
Okay, am I able to use move?
Technically yes. You're at half movement though, because you're grabbing onto a person.
I'm just basically getting out of the tower.
Okay, so yeah.
I'm gonna upcast inflict wounds.
Yes.
Okay.
Get a saving throw and attack roll.
Attack roll.
Back.
King is going to impose disadvantage.
Okay. I'm trying to upcast and it won't let me, so I'll just add on the extra damage later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hang on, you could give me advantage, technically speaking.
Can
Because
I?
I'm rolling an attack roll against you, so you could technically do lucky.
Well, you hit me regardless.
Oh, okay. So it would be
Depending on how much you're upcasting it.
5. So it'd be 5d10. So
If you're doing a third level spell slot, then yeah.
No, it's not enough, woman.
Asher over here, like, everyone just kill my character, please.
I'm trying, and Dusky's fucking it. I appreciate you, Dusky. You have no idea you're like the one person besides Aurora who's stuck up for him. But for once in your life, stop it.
I think Dusky killed Saya, so, you know, it's okay.
No, because technically it's non-lethal. You're just unconscious on the floor.
Yes.
For another 2 hours.
So wait, hold on. So you did 19. Fuck, come on. All right. So I'm at. Can I edit it now? No, I can't. DM, I'm at 21 right now, but then I'm at 3 HP. It's not letting me do it.
You're at 3 HP because it's telling me you're at 19.
I'm not, because I couldn't adjust it last time I took damage, and it was at 21 at that point, and now I'm at 3. Thank you. You're so close.
Death's Door.
And I'm going to yell this, if I may. I'll use my reaction to do so. It has to be her, and I'm going to point it fucking Alstra. For the love of all gods, it has to be her.
Okay. Give the chance for everyone else to react. Because they have the right to.
Yeah. I'm doing shit. What's this do?
Is there anyone doing anything? Or is Alstra allowed free reign? Go on, Jack.
Jack. He's moving to here. Upcasting Cure Wounds.
Dusky with the power of friendship.
Azazel.
Asher, you're muted. Your ranting is not being heard by anybody.
Casting this at
Thank you.
level.
Can I avoid this? Is this like? Can this be an attack? Like, can I avoid this in any way?
Technically this is now a contested thing. So normally there wouldn't be an attack for a heal, but I'm going to need you to roll an intelligence check just to see if it touches.
what happens if I put myself in the way?
Oh, this is
This
becoming a very contested thing. Okay, so Jack, intelligence check to see if it hits. You, Alstra, need to roll an acrobatics check higher than what Jack rolls in his intelligence.
Alstra or me or both?
Well, if Alstra wants to get in the way of the touch, she needs to roll acrobatics higher than what Jack gets in his intelligence.
Okay, well, we'll wait for that, I guess.
This is an ability check, correct?
Yes.
I will use a flash of genius then.
Completely
I hate
fine.
you.
Oh, actually, no. You can't use a flash of genius because this is the equivalency of like a modified attack. Can you use a flash of genius on your attacks?
I cannot use it on attacks. I can use it on ability checks.
Okay, so no.
Alrighty.
Okay, Alstra, you need to beat a 21.
Come on.
No.
That
Oh,
was so close.
am I still able to try to dodge it myself?
Yes, you are. You need to roll an acrobatics higher than a 21.
Fuck.
Fuck off. Hang on. I will use an ability. I will use my psionic die and add a d8, which I can possibly succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
Jack, the spell is used whatever level you were going to use, and it does not touch.
Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to start doing this now. Is King's gonna take a swing.
I wish Jack could see the expression
Excuse me?
on actor's face right now.
Non-lethal.
Very interesting. Very
Okay.
interesting.
It really is.
Okay,
Very
here's a question. Can King be blinded?
You don't know.
You wouldn't know. You've never met King.
You can't see me.
Alright,
Also-
let him roll the attack.
That probably does not hit.
That doesn't hit.
That is my go then. That's all I can do.
Jesus Christ.
This is so interesting. I didn't think it was, I honestly thought this was going to go way faster.
This is not what I thought was going to happen this session at all.
I thought it was going to be way easier than this. I didn't think it was going to be that hard to get Azazel killed, quite honestly. I'm surprised you guys didn't do it in his sleep at some point in time earlier.
Okay.
Laura's love. She doesn't want to.
Say's on the floor bleeding out. Esmeralda's not
Thank
doing
you.
anything.
Wait, Say's bleeding out? I thought they were non-lethal.
Well, in the sense of she's there unconscious on the floor.
Okay.
Esmeralda's not doing anything.
She's probably still bleeding.
Yeah, she's going to be unconscious. She's going to be unconscious for the next 2 hours.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Because we rolled the d4. Jack has already gone, King's already gone. Is Sonda or Aurora doing anything?
Is Azazel still holding her, like grappling her?
I mean, is really loose at this point because he's so clean. Like, you can see at this point, like, everyone can see how much pain he's in, but he's made it very clear on who he needs the finishing blow to be from, and it's like it's a weird sense of begging almost. So it's a very loose because he's kind of like barely standing, and he's like looking. Fuck, you know what, Aurora, you're there. Can you roll an insight for this?
Yes.
See if Dusky. Why, really? Okay. It's still above it's still above a 10. But it's you could see he's really like he's scared shitless. Like you can see there's a panic, like he's like an animal backed into a corner right now. But the one thing he seems adamant again is Alstra, to the point where you can see like when he held the blade to you, like yeah, it was there, but like there's no wound on you. That's all I'm gonna say before I start getting too much.
Fair enough. She's gonna spend a look at him, still crying. She'll lean up and kiss him, almost like a goodbye kiss. And she's going to whisper something in his ear that I will message you.
Understood.
Okay. Sonda, do you do anything?
Welcome to the night court. Just kidding.
Sunder's having a little bit of a mental breakdown right now because all of his friends are trying to kill each other. And he's just fully on the floor on his knees, like just frantically muttering, "I can fix this! I can fix this! I can fix this!" Just like under his breath as his eyes are like darting from person to person. But he's Buddy is not here. He's
Okay.
not doing anything.
So, because of that, Alstra turns to you.
Magic or metal?
There's a look of like exasperation in his face, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you can see he's at this point, because you're like right in his face and like you're gripping him and like casting the spell and like ask him that. There, the red tattooed like tears. There's now like real tears going on. He's scared shitless, but he's looking at you like, are you kidding me? That's what you're asking me right now.
I'm giving you a choice in how you die. It's a one bit of kindness, so I will do. Magic or metal?
Yeah.
Magic or metal?
Metal.
King's imposing disadvantage.
That's why I didn't want to wait too long, because you'd get another turn. I'm like, just stop saying it. Am I able to like give? Can I allow it to hit at this point? Or give the equal out the I don't know. What can I do?
You already used your bonus action,
Yeah, you've
so I
already...
don't think you can impose disadvantage.
It's a
No,
king's reaction.
King's reaction is jumping in to essentially block the blade, and he does.
Oh, fuck me.
Right, I got a bonus action.
Just kill me,
Thank
please.
you.
Just do it. Oh my god, I've never tried so hard to die in my life.
It's all Dusty's fault. He just won't let you die.
I love it. I absolutely love it and adore it, and it makes sense for where he's coming from. Oh.
I just got kicked out. I'm so sorry. I'm coming back to the game.
The game said no.
The game is even saying don't kill Azazel.
It's for a good cause.
I'm just gonna bring him right back. It's fine.
Yeah, you'll get some limited help with that.
Oh, I should have said magic. Fuck.
It's alright, you're gonna get magic, because, your bitch always prepares spiritual weapon.
That's valid.
Roll to hit with the spiritual weapon.
Me. Oh.
Me too.
Okay.
So help me
Roll
if
damage.
you roll below a 3.
Okay. Azazel is unconscious. Azazel, you still need to die.
I know. I know.
Although I do have a question for Alstra. Do you hate Azazel?
No.
Okay.
She's angry and scared and so mad, but I don't think she hates him.
Good to know.
But before like the weapon hits, it's like, I'll see you in a couple of hours, and then bonks with the spiritual weapon.
Oh no, this isn't a couple of hours. You, like, he's now bleeding out on the floor.
Oh, we have to actually kill him. We can't just knock him unconscious, can we?
Well, no, you can knock him unconscious, but you didn't claim non-lethal damage before you rolled the spiritual weapon, so it's cut him down.
Yeah, no, that was the whole point. It's now do we do the double tap is the question.
Well, now that you've done that,
I think
everyone else gets a chance to react. So he's now unconscious and bleeding out on the floor. Azazel, I need you to roll a death saving throw. What is everyone else doing?
I will catch him before he falls, so it's like a slower
I mean,
descent.
0
down.
HP, so I can roll a death save, please.
Oh, right, okay, I'll do that for you then. Okay, death save rolled.
Thanks, I can't do it, but it still shows I have 3 HP.
Jack is going to be casting Cure Wounds again
I'd like to stop him.
at 3rd level.
Okay, how are you stopping him?
Putting myself in the way and, like, essentially because it's a touch spell, just making sure he touches her instead of him.
Question. Does anyone do anything about Saya? She is just on the floor.
Otherwise, Merelda had, like,
No,
sorted her.
Esmeralda can't. She's not a healer.
The most I can do is shove good berries down her throat.
But that is something.
Yeah. So seeing that Azazel is finally, like, knocked out, Sonder would make a frantic, like, his boots are scraping against the grass type of, like, on his hands and knees, like, scrambling over to Saya.
Easy enough done.
He's kind of, like, turned her on her back, and he's gonna try to shove good berries down her throat.
Yeah, I'll say that it's your action to make them, and then we'll say you use the rest of your turn to shove like 10 good berries down her throat. So say you have 10 HP and you are awake.
Yay!
Is it the same type of contested roll for the Cure Wounds for Azazel?
Yes. So it's a little less convoluted because it is just between two people. But Jack, you are trying to do an intelligence check to touch Azazel, and you're trying to do an acrobatics check, Alstra, to get in the middle.
Like an unconscious creature, you have advantage on a melee attack.
Very true. So, Jack, you get to roll again and see if you beat 24. No.
Yes! Oh my god.
So, you cast the level 3 Cure Wounds, but Alstra gets it.
Yeah, bonus action again. King's taking a swing at Austra then.
Okay.
DM, real quick, I meant to ask, whenever that whisper came to Azazel, was he able to, like, quietly reply to her, or no? I want to ask that before I actually message.
Yes, because that happened a while ago now.
Okay.
This will be non-lethal, but now that King did hit, I'm using Arcane Jaunt again, or Arcane Jolt. This time healing Azazel for 2d6.
I used Warding Flare. I didn't know if that went through or not.
No, it didn't. So King needs to roll again, because the warding flare imposed disadvantage unless King is immune to being blinded.
No. He is blinded. So I will roll again.
That is not going to hit.
That is my go then.
Okay, so Jack tried to heal Azazel. It didn't work. Alstra dodged out of the way of getting hit by King. Sonda has just healed Saya. So the only people that now have actions right now is Aurora, Alstra, and Saya. I'm going to go to Saya first. What do? You see Azazel on the floor, and he's definitely not stable, but you can see people still fighting over his body.
She'll struggle to get up.
Mm-hmm. Half your movement to stand.
What?
Half your movement to stand.
Okay. And she'll... Am I able to get over there?
Yeah.
And when she gets there, she's like panting heavily because obviously she's still not looking too good. And she's looking at everyone and goes, he made me. He said he's gonna hurt everyone. I just want everyone protected. So if he has to die. So be it. And she'll just immediately just fall over to her hands and knees.
Mm. My question to you, Saya, is, do you double tap? In the sense that, yes, he's bleeding out on the floor and technically unconscious, but at any point, someone like Jack or Aurora can heal him. Do you make sure he dies? Or do you just make your speech, go onto your hands and knees and begin to wheeze?
She's recalling what Azazel had said to her in her mind. It scared her. He sounded truly evil. Yes, she does.
Okay. So what do you do to attack him?
Did I lag out or is not anything being said?
I was waiting for
Oh,
the
sorry,
response.
I was muted. I was
Okay.
muted the whole time. God damn it!
I'm just thinking, I'm like, man, this is a long time for silence.
I honestly thought you were just looking through your spell list, so I didn't say anything.
I'm so well. It's a good thing I retracted from what I was gonna do. Yes, she's going to put her hand out on Azazel.
Okay.
And touch him.
Okay. You get advantage to hit because he's prone on the floor. So roll again. Might have to give yourself the spell back. 17 hits you, Azazel?
That's 15's armor class.
Okay, so you fail 2 death saving throws. And roll the 3d6 necrotic, say, just so you see how much you heal.
I'm gonna message you DM real quick.
So say you regain 6 HP. Okay. In the meantime, Aurora, you're hearing these... You're hearing these comments from everyone around you. You're hearing that, like, take him to the tower so that no one can heal him magically. And then Sarah reaches out and touches him, and you watch this sickly green glow emanate from her hand and pulse through his chest. If anything, it makes him paler. Sarah, before Aurora does anything, do you hate Azazel?
Yes. Saya has always hated Azazel.
Okay. Aurora, continue.
She's going to let it happen, but like her fingers tighten on him reflexively, like she's very clearly struggling with letting it all happen, but she's trying to do the trust the process. But her fingers curl around, like tighten around him, and she's still crying.
Okay. Anything else from you, Aurora, before I go back to, like, the top of the pseudo-initiative?
Nope.
Okay. And with that, you all watch as Azazel lets out one more choked breath before he seems to choke on his own blood. The veins in his neck becoming incredibly obvious and bulging as he struggles to take in anything into his lungs. Until...
I roll him onto his side.
Yeah.
so that anything that's in his mouth can come out, so he doesn't choke on it, because medical training.
And it's as you roll him onto his side, Austra, you almost instinctively, reflexively reach for a pulse. Just to check to see if he's okay. And you don't feel any.
Okay. Well, usually when bodies die, this doesn't happen, so this is unusual. But I look up, because my sister is right opposite me, and I just shake my head.
When you shake your head, surprisingly, you hear a raspy voice go, "Oh, fuck, it worked. Fuck, that took so long." And Cecil starts, like, if people allow him, slowly start like leaning up. Oh, fuck me. That was horrible.
Can I take his pulse again?
Medicine check.
$22.
Alstra, you can't find one.
Gonna find one. Am I allowed to get up, or is someone going to stop me? I'm going to ask that much.
Aurora would help you up.
You can see, like, he goes to take your hand and pauses, like, pulls it away and looks at you, like you're someone, like he doesn't recognize you, then slowly reaches out and takes your hand and gets pulled up. Check. Captain, I'm captain, my captain. I'm very surprised. Thank you, but oh my gosh, that was way harder than it should have been. I am gonna ask, who was the final blow of me dying?
Say I double tapped.
So you really do hate me. Good. That would have worked otherwise. I'm gonna step outside and then we can all talk. Is that fair? I need. It's DM. What's the weather outside?
Dim and overcast.
Okay. Can we talk outside?
You're already outside.
Oh, we're outside. Oh, we are outside. I thought I was pulled inside. He kind of gets up and kind of takes a step for a little bit of air. Apologies. That was probably gruesome for many of you. It was very gruesome and painful for me, but it was very much needed.
Saya just has a really very confused look on her face.
I'm gonna prepare an action, DM, if they do anything to try to attack me.
Okay.
Okay. Words.
You're a spawn now?
No, better. I am him.
What?
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 We needed power. Us trying to find our military was not working. People got hurt. Inevitably, maybe my fault, which is why I'm paying for it with this. We need to go to him. We need to destroy him for all that he's done to you. And points to Aurora, points to Alstra, points to fucking new girl NPC. Esmeralda. Points to just slowly goes to all of you. Points to you last though Saya. Like kind of least like you died. So did you Alstra. Kind of point to Aurora because he needs to pay for those sins. And this is one way closer for us to do it. I'm not here to hurt you.
I'd like to insight that.
Can I also incite that?
Anyone that wishes to inside check that needs to do it now.
Damn, guys, fucking hell.
So, Azazel, you need to roll either a persuasion or a deception.
Thunder.
Zandar's having a hard time right now.
Ho 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 ho.
Yeah, as far as you can ult out. He's telling the truth.
I don't like how he laughed.
I laugh like that all the time to throw you guys off. What do you mean? I can turn my cam back on. I was giving way too much of my body language. I apologize.
Saya looks at Azazel and asks, "Are you a vampire?"
Full-blooded vampire.
And she just
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, send it.
My reaction is that Saya just falls backward onto the ground, like, holy shit, what have I done?
You did exactly what I needed you to. It's only someone with great hatred for me would finish the effects. If you didn't hate me and you struck me down, this wouldn't have happened, and I would have died and done everything I did for nothing. That's why I had to be you two.
Astra walks up to Azazel.
So that action was prepared. I'll say now, if you walk up to him, his body doesn't change too much, but there's a bit of a deep glow coming from that black void of red. Just a little bit, as he's still figuring out his body.
Yeah, Astra will walk right up to him. Drop the sword and shield. And would actually just hug you.
There's a hand movement to do something, and then there's a pause. What's happening?
I'm sorry that it came to this. I'm sorry that you are now a vampire.
If you
I'm still
allow
mad at you. But I'm sorry.
if you allow him, he'll kind of not push you off for being hugging him, but kind of push you back to where he kind of has his hands on either arm and kind of looks to up down to you. I don't know your height, but it kind of looks to you. And
He's 5'3" now.
5'3", yeah. So he's a little bit taller. So he'll kind of bend down a little bit to kind of look into your eyes, and you can see the skin begins to pale and almost decay just a little bit, and it goes away. It's almost like his changeling features are kind of withering a little bit. That glow becomes a little stronger as you see it fully kind of taking effect more. And he goes, "You have nothing to apologize for. What you went through was my fault. Everything was my fault. I could have stayed in that room when he first died. I could have went up there instead of ran. I could have, instead of calling your sister back, told her to go there and assisted. I could have stayed in the castle when I was there. Instead, I left because whatever I was thinking got torn apart. Aurora had to see your head cut off. You have nothing to be. This is me repenting for my sins, for everyone that I've slandered, slide. This is what I deserve."
Yeah, she puts a hand over your mouth.
Saya just looks abstract for someone who's been trained all her life not to use emotions or anything. She can't understand her hate and how it turned Azazel into a vampire, and she is just. She kind of just gets into a fetal position, like she doesn't understand. She doesn't get it.
I don't understand why you did what you did. Which is why I'm still mad at you. I probably will be for a very long time. And I will probably punch you at some point, and you'll know the reason why. But right now, please just go and hug my sister.
Is about to say something, kind of just nods, and he kind of will slowly begin to walk. I guess, where is everybody again? On that, hang on. To get to where he's got to kind of get up to you, Jack. Are you standing?
Jack is standing, yeah.
If you allow him, he's gonna put a hand on your shoulder. Thank you. That's more than I expected from anyone. No offense from anyone here.
It didn't need to come to this, Azazel.
It did. In more ways than one.
We could have figured out a different way. We already have a plan of trying.
Right. It's not on the side right now. This was an immediate option that fixed issues that many had.
It also adds issues.
To be worried about. I'll be taken care of whenever Strahd's done.
Could have done that alive.
Kinda am right now, but kinda not. It's weird. It's really weird. You can't taste anything. You're always cold.
You'll get used to that.
Good to know.
The taste thing's a real bitch, though, so... Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Just kind of claps your shoulder and kind of walks up to you, Aurora. DM, if I'm allowed, can I have gotten, like, I don't know, I like the whole idea of, like, kind of vampire. Can I, like, be, like, an inch taller? I think I could do it with my changeling ability as well, but...
Yeah, technically. So, yeah, we'll say that you're a little bit taller.
I couldn't tell you because then it wouldn't have been there wouldn't be in hate for this.
Still wish you could have told me. It would have made this past day so much easier.
Yeah, well, if I said, hey, you need to hate me to strike me down, it really wouldn't be in hate. You'd be doing it because I told you to. You wouldn't hate me. Sono can't hate me. The mechanical man won't hate me. There's only two of you who will actually hate me, and apparently one of you truly does. Full-fledged correct, by the way. I do want to make one thing straight. I never fully aligned with Strahd, though part of me wishes I did because I would have gained some more insight.
Did you find out what happened to DS and Valdis?
I
searched and I couldn't find them.
I didn't go to Strahd for this. I went where he went to get this power. I nearly died for it then, too. Couldn't gather all of it. Needed TS for that, but unfortunately time was not there for us.
But what do you mean?
To be accepted there, but I was not worthy of one of them. We're not going there. No one is. Only one person needs to suffer, and it's been done.
Ooh, that actually reminds me. Azazel, can you roll me a con save?
Oh,
I
boy.
think I know what that's for. That's not good.
Yeah,
public or private?
He's gonna frenzy.
Private or...
Don't mind.
Roll. I'll private, why not? Con save. Ah, okay, very nice, very nice.
Okay. Carry on.
I shall. But there's a few things I need to do before. Oh, I'm a dumb little bitch. 'Cause your boyfriend's a bitch. There we go. I have a few things I need to do to get more power, and I say we head there as soon as we can. Is everyone okay with working with a vampire?
Rather than the others.
Stay is still unresponsive, like on the ground in fetal position, being like, "What the fuck? My hate did that. What?"
Thank you. Whenever fucking Ultra said, I don't hate, I'm like, fuck. So close. Sonda, I apologize, big brain.
He kind of just looks at you like a kicked puppy, basically. He's like got his fingers like dug into the dirt, like to try to ground himself. And he's just staring up at you with these big wet eyes.
Coming to my aid was not anticipated. I truly thought I could bring these two out and they would strike me down. This would be all over. Also the fire. Oh, that sucked. Don't ever hit me with fire again or put fire near me, please. Ever again. But I would like to know if I'm coming back to allies. You don't have to be my friend. I understand if you don't want that. But I need to do vampire things, I think, before I have an issue near any of you.
Sonder definitely like steadies himself and nods. He rises from the floor. If you need blood, then I'll happily provide it for you. I mean, it's not the first time I've been bitten before, so...
Big brain, that's... the less you know, the better, but I'm going to find cruel people. Not ones that deserve the highest comforts of life, such as yourself.
Higher comforts have never striked my fancy.
Please.
Sonder, I'm telling you, listen to him.
I've been gone for a day and a few other days. I say we gather armies, whatever provisions you've made with others, and we should be there within days. Captain, my captain, oh captain, I apologize for circumventing your authority. Well, silence is real awkward. I'm going to hope that's... I don't know. Well, you probably need to talk to me in private. I understand that, but I should also be leaving soon to take care of needs. I will not look the same when I come back, I have a feeling. So, understand my form will probably be more hideous.
Well,
Be
what
careful, as I... Sorry.
I think of you has not changed.
probably should. I don't have much to give in this form. Not in longevity, at least. Well, in some longevity, very far.
As of now, I believe you'll outlive me.
It's to be seen. We still have to kill Strahd.
You're right, though. I would like to talk in private when we can.
Give a few minutes. Jack, was there something you needed?
Just wanted to say, be careful while you go take care of your needs.
Where should I meet you?
How long are you gonna be?
I'm hoping... DM, you know what I want to do. A day?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say a day.
Roughly a day. I'll have some extra warriors.
Probably be able to meet back down in Valaki then.
Meet back there in a day, then march on Strahd.
Probably not marching on Strahd that day. I've got a lot of things to do right now.
Like what?
Going to the Amber Temple, taking a look, see what's going there. Ideally going back to Baba Lasaka, trying to take her out, and then making our way from Kresk down to, Ravenloft.
DM, is that correct? That the message I sent?
As soon as I read it. You were? Yeah.
Amber Temple is a dead end. You don't need anything there. Why do you need to go Baba Lasaka?
Do you want to take them out? As well as the card readings that we had, there's going to be an item there that can help us. Fortunately now it's also going to harm you, but...
You really think we have the time for that? You are all strong enough to do this now. The longer we wait, the more danger she's in. I know you blame yourself for it.
Saya will slowly get up and stand there to look at everybody.
He looks, Azazel will look to you wait, expecting you to say something.
I'm sorry. She just says, I'm sorry. And she just kind of looks at everybody, knowing what Azazel has become. She just runs into the tower.
I don't think she's gonna want me to talk to her.
I'm the one with the more experience here. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. But, Jack, I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. You are the captain, you're leading it. But the longer you wait, the more powerful everyone gets. On both sides.
Can't justify getting something that's also going to hurt you. So... the next boat, then. We'll head our way up to Kresk. Make our way down to Valaki. Try to recruit as many friends and allies as we got.
Don't tell them about me.
Not going to.
Next time you see me, I doubt I will look like this. you going to betray me, Jack? Are you going to rally these people and destroy me first?
Not a single. It's never crossed my mind.
I would like to incite you.
Go for it.
That's a private roll. My apologies. Oh, horribly rolled. That was a private roll. I got an 8.
Neat. I'm doing mine privately to DGM.
Ooh. Oof. Yeah, Azazel, he's telling the truth.
Well, don't entirely trust you, but kind of gives you a nod. Then, alright, I'm going to talk to Aurora. We'll give us 5 minutes. If she doesn't come back within 6, come help her.
I'll come running at you.
Yeah, yeah. Come
Save
kill
it.
me again. Yes?
Hey, at least that time we'll be even.
True.
I don't know much about oils or anything like that. Or herbs. But if we can get a large sum of exotic ones. Can't do it today, but I know someone that could redo that spell if you don't want to be a vampire. You're not going to look like you afterwards, but
I'll take a look into it. Appreciate it.
It's an adjustment.
One, I don't know if I'm deserving.
oh shit.
I am a vampire. I'm technically evil right now, and according to say, I was evil beforehand.
But I don't know too many people who'd be giving up their life for a chance to just stop Strahd like this. Give up their humanity.
You kind of see, as he's about to say, like, he kind of almost has a shiver as you kind of see his body bolstering, as there's a lot of power here that I'm sure many would greed for.
That's different, though. That's greed for power. You were doing this to stop Strahd, to atone for your sins.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Alright, meet you a day in Valaki. Chris.
Meet us in Valaki.
Valaki, one day. Make it quick. I will have friends. Aurora? Kind of gestures to wherever you want to go.
Oh gosh. Probably upper room of the tower would be the most private place.
He'll go to follow and then bounce his head off of some fucking barrier to the door.
Fair enough. Then she'll just kind of start walking across the field, just like, I don't know where else to go, like, far enough away from everyone else.
That was painful.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just had a horrible idea, but I'm not going to mention it to the universe. Follows. Yeah, would you prefer this to be off screen or on screen?
I think.
Because of time.
Yeah, because we have 2 groups of people about to have a private conversation. We will call it there for today. And I would leave it up to the groups of whether they want to have a text conversation out of session or if they want to have it on camera next week. That is completely up to you guys. But I will put that in your hands. For now.
Understood.
That was 20 Sides of Failure. We play every Friday, 7 p.m. EST. We upload the VODs the next week onto the YouTube channel, so if you miss the live stream, you can follow it along on there. All the episodes are there. Well, most of them. Take that back. The next week, as far as I am aware, we're going to be playing with no interruptions. Like, there isn't any bloody American holidays stopping us, like, potentially this week.
Sorry.
Oh, you're all good. The beauty of having a multicultural cast. Yeah. So in that case, then, I've been Eggs Benny. These have been my players. Thank you, and good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good
Good night. Happy Firework Day.